Brady doesn't need to go out with the highest contract ever for a quarterback. He doesn't need to take the money from the Las Vegas Raiders or somebody else. But there's probably going to be a team out there that wants to spend more than the Patriots are willing to spend on Brady. Now, here's the bit. Next year, depending on what this season looks like, look, I can't imagine Tom Brady looks terrible this year, but I can imagine him looking somewhat mortal. I can imagine him looking somewhat mortal for 6 to 8 games instead of 3 or 4 like last year. And I can imagine Tom Brady retiring after this season. I know he has said 45. He wants to play until he's 45, which is 3 more seasons after this one. But look, if the Patriots somehow go 10-6 and they actually play wild card weekend instead of divisional round weekend with a bye, and a 10-6 Patriots team or an 11-5 Patriots team because the Chiefs go 12-4 and another team goes 13-3 and they happen to play wild card weekend and then lose, let's say, divisional round weekend, and Brady is not all that great. He's not kind of immortal like he was at times, even in last year's postseason. I mean, let's just say he plays like he did in the Super Bowl, which was not good. Let's just say he plays like that a couple of times this year. Brady could absolutely retire after the season. I think the bit, though, is that I don't believe that the Krafts are willing to look at him in a different uniform. I think they are so loyal to Tom Brady. I think they're so loyal to the idea of Brady finishing his career with the Patriots that no matter what ends up being offered to Brady in the open market, if he wants to play, they want to make it worth his while. If the Raiders come at him with 2 years at $78 million, now I'm just throwing that crazy number out there because it would have to take something crazy, I think, for Brady to want to even consider leaving. I think the Patriots don't come back at him at 2 years at 78, but look, they get it close enough to where Brady says, okay, I don't have to leave. Because I don't think Brady ultimately wants to leave for 2 years on the back end of his career somewhere else, looking weird in a different uniform. And the Patriots desperately don't want that from the Krafts. I think Belichick would let him, definitely. I think Bill would definitely let Tom leave. But I don't think the Krafts would ever let that because they basically have Tom Brady fat heads on all of their walls at their home. So I don't think it's realistic to think that he's going to leave. But at the end of the season, if Brady does not play like immortal Tom Brady this year, it would be interesting if the Raiders or some other team that is prone to overspending and a terrible decision-making fit, like, let's say, Stephen Ross with the Miami Dolphins. Tanking this year, they go 1-15, and suddenly he doesn't have the stomach to wait for the rebuild. And they say, okay, well, we can draft Justin Herbert, but let's bring in Tom Brady for a 1-year, $35 million deal or $39 million deal. And let's make Tom Brady our quarterback right now. Then he can hand things off to Tua or Justin Herbert. And guess what? We can sell that to the fans. We got Tom Brady, the guy that's ripped your heart out for 20 years of the division. That's definitely in play for teams like the Raiders or Dolphins willing to overspend for 43-year-old Brady.